and Pandit Vishnu Maharaj cordially invite you and your family to Makar Sankranti on Saturday 14th January 2023 from 9 a.m. at Station Beach in Labre. All Brahmins and Kirtan groups are specially invited. For more information, contact 317-8900. A live stream will be broadcast on Sankhya television. Jai Sitaram.
प्रेम से श्री हनुमान स्वामी की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय। श्रोता लोग आप खड़ा जो है इस टाइम
ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। श्री सरस्वती नमः। श्री गुरु चरण कमलभ्यो नमः। साजं जावर्ति संयुक्तं वर्णिनायोजितं मया दीप ज्ञानदेवेश त्रैलोक्यतिमिरापरियो। भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय गुरवे सच्चिदानन्दाय मूर्ते निष्प्रपञ्चाय शाण्डाय निरालम्बाय तेजसे। जय शिव ओंकारा हर शिव ओंकारा। जय शिव ओंकारा हर शिव ओंकारा। ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव अर्धांगी धारा। विष्णु सदा शिव अर्धांगी धारा जय शिव ओंकारा हर शिव ओंकारा हर 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 महादेव हर 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 महादेव ओम हर 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 महादेव एकानन चतुरानन पंचानन राजे एकानन चतुरानन पंचानन राजे हंसासन गरुडासन विश्वाहन साजे जय शिव ओंकारा हर शिव ओंकारा हर 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 महादेव हर 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 महादेव हर 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 महादेव भुज चार चतुर भुज दश भुज अति सोहे दो भुज चार चतुर भुज दश भुज अति सोहे तीनों रूप निरखता त्रिभुवन जन मोहे जय शिव ओंकारा शिव ओंकारा माल बनमाला मुनमाला धारे माल मुनमाला धारे चंदन मृग मद सोहे भोले शशिधारे जय शिव ओंकारा हर शिव ओंकारा गुण स्वामी जी की आरती जो कोई नर्द गावे गुण स्वामी जी की आरती जो कोई नर्द गावे कहत शिवानंद स्वामी वांछित फल पावे जय शिव ओंकारा हर शिव ओंकारा शिव ओंकारा हर शिव ओंकारा ओम हर 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 महादेव हर 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 महादेव
महादेव की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। श्रोता लोग, आप लोग अपना आसन लीजिए। प्लीज हैव योर सीट्स डिवोटीज। Once more, Bhaiya, on behalf of the family, we say very special welcome to each and every one of you, those who are listening through the airways, Facebook and YouTube. God richest blessings to you all too. And at this time, we bring our thoughts together as we think of Bhagavan seeking blessings in the steps that we go for our katha. Let us bring our thoughts together as we think of Ganesh Baba seeking his blessings, and then to Vandana for katha, and straight on to our katha. Your katha tonight will be on Shivji and Hanuman. So let us pray together. Om Bandeham Gananayakam, Bandeham Gananayakam, Bandeham Gananayakam, Bandeham Gananayakam, Bandeham Gananayakam, Bandeham Gananayakam,
Bandeham Gananayakam, Bandeham Gananayakam,
Bandeham Gananayakam, Bandeham Gananayakam, Bandeham Gananayakam, Bandeham Gananayakam, oh Bandeham Gananayakam,
Bandeham Gananayakam, Bandeham Gananayakam, Bandeham Gananayakam,
एकदंत महाकायं तप्त कांचन सन्निभं लंबोदरं विशालाक्षं वन्देऽहं गणनायकं, वन्देऽहं गणनायकं,
Bandeham Gananayakam, Bandeham Gananayakam, Bandeham Gananayakam,
वन्देऽहं गणनायकं, वन्देऽहं गणनायकं,
Bandeham Gananayakam, Bandeham Gananayakam,
चित्तरत्न विचित्रांग चित्तमाला विभूषितं, चित्तरत्न विचित्रांग चित्तमाला विभूषितं, कामरूपधरं देवं वन्देऽहं गणनायकं, वन्देऽहं गणनायकं,
Bandeham Gananayakam, Bandeham Gananayakam, Bandeham Gananayakam,
वन्देऽहं गणनायकं,
Bandeham Gananayakam, Bandeham Gananayakam, Bandeham Gananayakam,
गजवक्त्र सुरश्रेष्ठ, गजवक्त्र सुरश्रेष्ठ, कर्णचामरभूषितं, कर्णचामरभूषितं, पाशाङ्गकुशधरं देवं वन्देऽहं गणनायकं,
Bandeham Gananayakam, 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 Bandeham Gananayakam,
मूषकोटममारुह्य, मूषकोटममारुह्य, देवासुर महाहवे योद्धुकाम महावीर्यंगो वन्देऽहं गणनायकम् वन्देऽहं गणनायकम्
वन्देऽहं गणनायकं वन्देऽहं गणनायकं वन्देऽहं गणनायकं
वन्देऽहं गणनायकम्
वन्देऽहं गणनायकं वन्देऽहं गणनायकं वन्देऽहं गणनायकं
यज्ञ किन्नर गंधर्व सिद्ध विद्याधरे सदा स्तूयमान महाबाहु वन्देऽहं गणनायकम्
वन्देऽहं गणनायकं 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 वन्देऽहं गणनायकम्
अंबिका हृदयानंदम मातृभिः परवेष्टितम् अंबिका हृदयानंदम मातृभिः परवेष्टितम् भक्तप्रिय मदोन्वन्तं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम्
वन्देऽहं गणनायकं 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 वन्देऽहं गणनायकं
सर्वविघ्नहरं देवं सर्वविघ्नविवर्जितं सर्वविघ्नहरं देवं सर्वविघ्नविवर्जितं सर्वविघ्नहरं देवं सर्वविघ्नविवर्जितं सर्वसिद्धिपदातारं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम्
वन्देऽहं गणनायकं 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 वन्देऽहं गणनायकम्
बोलो श्री गजानंद स्वामी की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवनपुत्र हनुमान की जय, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। Everybody together, भैया। Again. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namah Om Shri Mahasaraswatyai Namah Om Shri Guru Charan Kamale Bhyo Namaha। मिट्टी का तन हुआ पवित्र गंगा जी में स्नान से, अंतकरण हो जाए पवित्र प्रभु चरणों के ध्यान से। जय श्री राम दो अक्षर का तारा नाम। जय श्री राम जय श्री राम, जय श्री राम जय जय राम, जय श्री राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का
प्यारा नाम।
जय श्री राम जय श्री राम, जय श्री राम जय श्री राम। मिट्टी का तन हुआ पवित्र मिट्टी का तन हुआ पवित्र गंगा जी में स्नान से, अंतकरण हो जाए पवित्र प्रभु चरणों के ध्यान से। जय श्री राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम। जय श्री राम
जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम।
प्रेम पूर्वक कथा सुनो, चिंता छोड़ो तन मन धन की। प्रेम पूर्वक कथा सुनो, चिंता छोड़ो तन मन धन की। कलयुग में है मोक्षदायिनी, ओ कलयुग में है मोक्षदायिनी कथा महापुराण की, कथा महापुराण की। हरे श्री राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम। जय श्री राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम। जय श्री राम
जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम। जय जय राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम।
एक घड़ी आधो घड़ी, एक घड़ी आधो घड़ी, पुनि आधो में आध, पुनि आधो में आध। तुलसी संगत साधु के कटे कोटि अपराध, कटे कोटि अपराध। जय श्री राम जय श्री राम,
दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम। जय श्री राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम।
जय श्री राम जय श्री राम,
दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम। जय श्री राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम।
विधि हरिहर गणपति गिरा, प्रेम सहित सिरनाय, प्रेम सहित सिरनाय। कथा महापुराण की भाषा लिखत बनाय, भाषा लिखत बनाय, भाषा लिखत बनाय। जय जय राम जय श्री राम,
दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम। जय श्री राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम।
जय जय राम जय श्री राम,
दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम। जय जय राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम।
देख नैमिषारण्य में सनकादिक मुनि आए, सनकादिक मुनि आए। सभी ऋषियों ने आकर देखा, परम सुख पाए हो, परम सुख पाए। जय श्री राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम।
जय जय राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम।
जय श्री राम जय श्री राम,
दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम। जय जय राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम।
बोलो श्री रामचंद्र की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय। In this katha of the Mahapuran, Sri Surji, and as we explained who Surji was last night, that he was one of the greatest students of Veda Vyasji, well versed in the books of the scriptures, the Vedas, the Shastras and the Puranas. And being well versed in the books of the scriptures, anybody who came to him, he was able to enlighten them. They went back with some good message after he had spoken to them. So, being the person who was so well versed in the books of the scriptures, he related these katha. And so Brahmaji is telling to Rishi Narada, in this katha of the coming of Sri Hanumanji, it is said that Brahmaji is telling to Rishi Narada that Sri Ramchandra ji had performed great amount of tapasya. For 4 months, he performed tapasya to Shivji, asking for the blessings of Shiv Bhagavan. He made prarthana to Shivji. He kept on doing his devotion to Shiv Bhagavan, seeking the blessings of Shivji so that his mission will be successful. Of course, in every puja that is being done, Ganeshji is being honored. As I had explained in last night's katha, Ganesh Puja stands first in every puja because he is the main element of the water. He is in the water element, the deity that resides in the water element in our body as well as outside of our body. So, since water occupies the greater amount of universe, so too our body, which is a small universe, he is being honored first of all, and then any other puja will come. So, Shiv Bhagavan was being honored after Ganesh Bhakti was being done, and here he performed his bhakti to Shivji, making salutation to him and seeking his blessings. Is prakar, it says, he performed the puja to Shiv Bhagavan और चरण कमल को भरोसा प्रणाम करके और शिव जी को नमस्कार किया. He had great amount of faith and trust in this form of Shiv Bhagavan because he knows that this will be able to bring him the success that he would want to have. And so he performed his bhakti, and it is said Shiv Bhagavan was very pleased with his devotion. But when Bhagavan would come, remember, one will not allow Bhagavan to just reach us, so he will do the adar bhav, the puja, part and everything, and then he will do stotra to Bhagavan Shivji. So he began to make praises to Shiv Bhagavan. Ratnai kalpitmasanam himajale snanam cha divyambaram nanaratna vibhushitam mrigamada modantikam chandanam jati champak bela patarachitam pushpang cha dhupang tatha dipang devadanidhe pashupate hritkalpitam grihitam savarne navaratna khandarachite patre ghritang payasang bhakshang panchabidang payodadiyutam ramba phalang panakam shakanamayutam jalam ruchikaram karpura khandojwalam tambulyang manasamaya birachitam bhaktya prabhu svikuru Chhatrang chamarayor yugang vyajanakang chadarshakang nirmalam Veena bherimidanga kalah kala Geetam cha nityang tatha Shashtanga pranati stutir bahubidha Hetat samastang maya sankalpena samarpitam tava vibho pujang grihanang prabhu atma tvam girijamati sahachara prana sharira griham pujate vishayopabhoga rachana Nidra samadhi sthiti Sanchara padayo pradakshina vidhi Stotrani sarvagiro Yad yad karma karomi tattvam akhilam शम्भूतवाराधना कर चरण कृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवण नयनजं वा मानसं वा पराधं विहितमविहितं वा सर्वमेतत्क्षमस्व जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभु। बोलो श्री शिव भगवान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। So Shiv Bhagwan was very pleased, and so he presented him with the dhanush, and he told to him, उसे रामचंद्र जी से प्रदान किया और वह कहा कि हे रामचंद्र जी, जब तुम अपने प्राणों पर किसी प्रकार का संदेह हो उसी समय इसको चलाओ। यूज इट इन द टाइम when you see there is no other cause, there is no other way out, then you use this, because it is a very special weapon. You can only use it for that time when it is most important. रामचंद्र जी की से इस प्रकार कहकर शिव जी ने देवताओं को संबोधित करते हुए कहा कि हे देवताओं, आप लोग बानर और रीछ जाति का शरीर को लेकर और उनकी सहायता करो। He instructed the devatas that you must take the form of the Banara tribe and the reach, the bears and monkey tribe, and you must go in that place in Kishkinda where you will be waiting for his coming and give him all the assistance that is needed to be able to fulfill his duties. In this way, the instructions were given by Shivji, and so the devatas now, at that time, they became very happy, and so they decided to do as they were told. उस समय रामचंद्र जी ने शिव जी की प्रार्थना करते हुए कहा कि हे प्रभु, समुद्र का विस्तार 100 योजन है। The part of that ocean is 100 योजन, अस्तु मनुष्य द्वारा उसे पार करना अत्यंत कठिन है। And to cross that part, it is really difficult for ordinary beings to do so. So he gave the instructions. Do not worry. They will help you. Those devatas will come and they will assist you. And in so doing, you will be able to complete your duty and bridge the ocean to go to that place of Lankapuri. हे नारद, रामचंद्र जी की इस प्रकार सुनकर शिव जी ने उत्तर दिया कि हे रामचंद्र जी, तुम कुछ चिंता मत करो, क्योंकि हम तुम्हारा सदैव सहायता करते रहेंगे। I will be of your help at all times. Do not worry about anything. लंका के राक्षस धर्म के विरुद्ध हो गए हैं, and the Rakshasas of Lanka, they have already started to defile their purpose of in devotion. They have begun to neglect their devotion. At उससे मरने का समय समीप आ पहुंचा है. Their time or the time for them to be expired is soon coming. अस्तु तुम्हारा विजय निश्चित है. Your victory will surely be there. So do not worry. इस संबंध में हम तुम्हें एक बात और भी बतलाता हूँ कि किष्किंधा नगर में सब देवता ने बानर और रीछ जाति का शरीर पाकर और जन्म ग्रहण किया है. At this time, O Ram, all the devatas have taken the form of Banar and Reach tribe, and they are in the place of Kishkinda. So in this way, it is said, Shivji related to Sri Ramchandji, tab antar dhyan ho gaye, and gave him the assurance that do not worry, all things will take place in time. So, in the time of the churning of the ocean, at that time, Shiv Baba, he gave a beej. That beej was kept by Nag Muni, who belonged to the Naga tribe. And he kept it with the thought that somebody will want to have the success of a great child in their life. And so he gave that special mantra, beej mantra, which was kept by Nag Muni with great care. And so the time came when there was this king by the name of Keshari, and he was a very devoted person. Because if Bhagwan has to come in a place to be born as a child, the parent must first deserve to have a child of that kind. A child must also deserve to have a parent of that kind too. So it will work both ways, because their efforts together will synchronize to give the results. And because of that, you find that the tapasya done by Raja Keshari and Ma Anjani was a great tapasya. And when this went on, that they kept on doing this bhakti to Bhagavan, it is said that Shivji became very pleased with their devotion, and seeing the devotion that they had, decided that he must try and fulfill his duties, because Sri Ramchandji had told that Bhagavan, in the time of the Swayambar, Narada Baba also gave a shrap to Bhagavan Vishnu. Because at that time Narada Baba went there and he had done great tapasya. He went on the bank of the Ganga and he did great tapasya there. And when he performed his tapasya, it so happened Indra became very much frightened. And he sent Kamdev to disturb the tapasya of Narada Baba, because he thought, if Narada Baba becomes successful in his tapasya, then he will be more powerful than me. And Indra was always afraid of himself losing his throne. So he wanted that he will not lose his throne. That was what he wanted. So he approached Kamdev and said, Maharaj, I want you to do something for me. He said, what do you want me to do, my friend? Tell me. I'll do anything for you. He said, Maharaj, this is the thing. It is something that I want you to do. And it is a very tough duty. And you are saying that you will do anything for me. Well, this is what I'm asking. I want you to go, and Narada Baba is doing tapasya on the banks of the Ganga. So you must go and disturb his penance so that he will not be successful. In everything that we do in life, Bhaiya, there is always a test to see whether we are going to be stable and do what we have to do, or we are going to be shaken by the adversities or the opposite things around us to cause disturbance. Just like you are going to school, you have a test to pass. Now they promote you when you reach the age and they send you in the next class right away. But with Bhagwan, not so. You have to pass the test, then you're going to the next stage. If you fail the test, you go back again. And you have to do it until you are able to pass it. When you master that and you reach to the next level, then you could go there. So, this is how it is that Kamdev was told to go there and disturb Narada Baba. But Kamdev had a problem, because Shiv Baba had burnt him there, and his wife Rati had done great tapasya and begged Shiv Baba to bring back her beloved alive. And he brought Kamdev alive and told to Kamdev, from wherever this area of the ground will be seen, in that area, your powers will not work. So poor fellow, he tried to satisfy his friend, but he failed miserably. He could not disturb Narad Baba. Now, bhaiya, sometime when we get success in life, there is ahankar and abhiman. Ahankar is like an ego, and abhiman is a false pride. When both combine together, it brings a lot of problems. So you have satya, which is truth, is related to dharma, which is principles. And you have asat, which is untruth. It is related to no principles, no form of respect and regard and things like that. So that is like a family tree on one side and next family tree on the next side. So what happens now is that Narad Baba, he became filled with this ego and the false pride. Because he said to himself, Kamdev came to disturb me and was not able to do so. And even the deities are conquered by Kamdev. So if that is so, then I am very great. I am greater than the deities. This is what he started to think to himself, no bhaiya. This kind of ego went on, and he reached by his father Brahmaji. And he said, Pita Brahma, I went to do tapasya, and Kamdev came to disturb me and he was not successful. Brahmaji said, son, you are telling me this, but do not go in Vishnu Lok and tell this at all. So Narad Baba think to himself, if I am great champion, greater than the deities, why should not be known? When the deities could be successful, everything is known about them. I have been able to do better than the deities. Kamdev came to defeat me and he was unable to, so why should that not be known? He said, my son, I am telling you, do not go in Vishnu Lok and say this. It is not good for you to do. He did not understand the words of Brahmaji. He reached by Shiv Baba. But Shiv Baba helped him to speak out and say what he wanted to say. And he did the same thing by Shivji. Shivji said, Narad, do not go by in Vishnu Lok and do this. It will not be nice for you to do. So he decided, two places I am stopped already. It comes like a little child, You put a little recorder or something there and you tell him, don't interfere, He will wait to see. The moment you go, he will put his finger right there. So Narad Baba, he was stopped twice. He decided he will go to do that. Exactly what he was told not to do, he decided to do. So he went by Vishnu Bhagavan. Vishnu Bhagavan saw him coming. He said, Narad Baba, where you were all the time? I didn't see you for a long time. He said, Maharaj, I went to do tapasya. And I was doing this tapasya and Kamdev came to disturb me and did not become successful. He said, Narad Baba, you have maintained brahmacharya vrat. Because of that which you have maintained, that is why you have become so successful. So do not worry, you have done great by doing whatever you have done. He did not realize that Bhagavan was trying to tell him something. Sometimes when you get praises, you have to think, what is being told? Am I really being praised or am I being told something? So we have to think very, very careful. And in so doing, you get your answers. But Narad Baba had ego and false pride combined. And this was his problem. That he left there now, taking leave from Bhagavan, and he went. And there was a big swayambar. And the Raj Kanya was going to select her beloved. She was walking with the Varamala. So the father of the Raj Kanya came and said, Maharaj, Narad Baba, I am happy that you have come. When a person is lucky to meet a great soul like you, that is a blessing. Tell me about the horoscope of my daughter. So when Narad Baba checked the horoscope of this girl child, he noticed that whoever will be her beloved will not be defeated by anyone in the three worlds. Narada Baba, he is a sadhu Baba already renounced Bhaiya. And as a great rishi, he was there now, and now he is seeing this in the horoscope, and he began to think now. The Maya of Bhagavan conquered his mind. And now he began to think, all the devatas, all of them had been defeated. I am the only one who has never been defeated by Kamdev. So you know what? That looked like my bride. So you already come Sadhu Baba, now you're going to look for Dulahin Bhaiya. How are you going to look out of the place? This is what took place with Narada Baba. So he went and he began to pray to Bhagavan Vishnu that I want the best features that you have. Give this type of feature to me, the feature that you love very much. Give me that type of feature. So Narada Baba observed that his body looked like Vishnu Bhagavan, but he didn't look at the face, The face was like the kapi form, Hanumanji. So he went back into the Swayambar. The Raj Kanya is seeing him as Narada Baba. Everybody else is seeing him as Narada Baba, but he is thinking, I am the person, this Raj Kanya will put the Varmala around the neck. And every time she is passing, he is putting out himself a little further. So all of a sudden, Bhagavan Vishnu decided, this is enough. Let me break this pride now. So he came in the form of a young prince, and he came through the entrance of the door, and the Raj Kanya went and put the Varmala around his neck. Narada Baba got so angry. He stamped his feet, and then he came out from there. And when he came now out from there, he was going straight to look for Bhagavan Vishnu. And what is he seeing? The Raj Kanya together with Bhagavan Vishnu is right there. He said, this is how you are. I ask you to get the best features, the one that you said, I will take care of your trouble just as how a doctor will take care of a sick patient, Narad. Do not worry. That was the words of Bhagavan Vishnu. Now, he gives shrap to Bhagavan Vishnu. That the person with that same person who you have taken from me, you will have to go to look for her from place to place in forest. And the personality that you give to me, a person with that kind of personality will have to come to help you. Well, Bhaiya, who else it will be but the avatar of Shivji? So, Shiv Baba took the form, the Rudra avatar of Shivji took the form as Hanumanji and came to the house of Ma Anjani and Raja Keshari to do his duties there to assist Sri Ramchandji. So this is where Ramchandji had asked for the blessings from Shivji. I need you to come to be together with me to lend your helping hand to perform this duty. So this is how the Katha is connected from Mahabharata, from Ramayana, from different places, and it's all connected together with the strings all united together to form this thing. Now that all this has happened, the tapasya was done, Raja Keshari and Ma Anjani, they did great amount of tapasya, as I said, to Shivji. And Shiv Bhagwan now gave the instruction to Prabhanjan, who is one of the main agent of Pavan Devata, that you go, the brother of Pavan Devata, Prabhanjan, he was instructed to go to Nagmuni and take this bij from Nagmuni and bring it to Ma Anjani. Give it to her, she will be dressed and all seated upon a rock near the banks of the river, and you give her the siddhi of this bij. And let her know that this will give her the success of a great son, which will be the avatar of Shivji. So this transpired. She got the bij, and then Prabhanjan related the entire katha to her, that Devi, this is my instruction, this is what I have come for, I have given to you this beej. That child will be the avatar of Shivji. Waha Shivji ke hi saman tejwasi hoga. He will be powerful like Shiv Bhagwan और वेगशाली तथा शत्रुओं का संहार करने वाला होगा. He will be the one who will be able to defeat all the enemies. वह रामचंद्र जी और सीता का सेवक बनकर और तुम्हें अत्यंत आनंद प्रदान करेगा. He will be the servant or the great devotee of Sri Ram, and he will bring to you great amount of joys and happiness. हे नारद, इतना कहकर पवन देवता अंतर ध्यान हो गई. Saying this, पवन देवता then disappeared. इस घटना के कुछ समय पश्चात अंजनी के गर्भ से तथा पवन देवता के आशीर्वाद से 10वें महीने में 10 महीने के बाद अंजनी के गर्भ से एक पुत्र के जन्म लिया. So this is telling the timing for after the conception of the child is 10 lunar months. The doctors tell you so much weeks and then they minus and plus and so on. Our books tell you straight, 10 lunar months. I remember when my son was going to be born, I told Dr. Puran Singh, I said, this child will be born tonight. He said, no, how do you know? I said, I'm a Pandit, and I read the books, I see this. He said, no, the baby is 2 fingers away. I said, okay, no problem. 4 o'clock morning, midnight we had to carry his mummy to the nursing home. 4:35 in the morning, Mr. Man came. The same night. So he said the Pandit was right then. I only made the calculation and told him. There are other instances I calculated. A lady came and told, Baba, they want to induce labor. I said, do you know the time of everything? He said, yes, I know everything. I said, okay, give me the information. I gave her the information. I said, tell your doctor, if 1 second past 12 on Tuesday midnight, that is Wednesday morning, 1 second past 12, he could induce labor. Leave you out to Tuesday. But from my calculation, you are going to get a daughter. He said, but Baba, this can't tell me is a son. I said, well, let's leave this. I only tell you what I read in the book. I do not know what the doctor knows. I only could tell you this. 12:30, baby was born, 2 o'clock she reached by me. Baba, you know something? I get a granddaughter. And she's smiling, I got a granddaughter. So I say, you see, you are telling me this scan told you that you'll get a grandson. Here it is, the book did not tell it untruth. This is what I calculated, and this is what I'm telling you. So I checked the horoscope and everything and told, and whatnot. But these are instances that happen where it was put like to a test to see if it is correct or not. It did come out to be very correct. So there is nothing to doubt when you meet things like this. It gives you more confidence in your scriptures because it has proven to you something that is very special and meaningful in life, and it gives you results. So here it is, in the 10th lunar month, Hanuman ji came. ब्रह्मा जी बोले कि हे नारद, जिस समय उस बालक ने जन्म लिया, at the time when this child was born, तो एक घटना घटित हुई. There was a situation that came up. That is, Ma Anjani noticed this child is looking, resembling herself and Raja Keshari. He didn't look anything like Shiv Baba. So she said to herself, you know, how this could be the avatar of Shivji. It doesn't look like Shiv Baba. But there's a song, Kya jaane kis vesh mein Baba mil jaye Bhagavan. You don't know in which form you are going to get Bhagavan. If Ma Anjani and Raja Keshari are from the Kapi civilization, how would their child be looking? Not resembling themselves in their own likeness. So this is what happened. But in order to test now that to see, she took him now in the ancient time. Whether it's the Bible you're talking about or whichever book you're talking about, they always go to the top of the hill. And there they begin to do their tapasya. So she carried her baby to the top of the hill and rested him down and was searching for an answer. So in order to show that the answer was right there, he rolled off from the top of the hill, and wherever his body bumped on the hill, it sank below sea level. And when he reached to the bottom of the hill, there were other children there playing. Early in the morning, they went to pick fruits. So they seeing him as a very small fellow. He said, look to the top, there is a fruit in the sky. Look to the top of the tree. Why not go for that? You are a small fellow, we are heavy, we can't go there. The branches are very small. So you could go. So 2-3 of them decided to give him a chance and take a race with him and then fall off. Rahu was on the way going towards the sun. And so too there were others. He passed all of them. And he saw Rahu and he opened his mouth to eat up Rahu. Rahu became terrified when he saw this child open his mouth. And seeing the vast space in his mouth, he started to scream out. Indra Devata heard the noise. And he came. And he saw this child traveling, going towards the sun. So he decided to stop him. So when he tried to stop, Indra Devata tried to stop him, Indra took the budge, because he opened his mouth now for Indra Devata. He threw the budge at this child, and because the budge was consecrated with the sacred mantras, in order to honor the words of the mantras which the budge was consecrated, he came unconscious on the ground. And in this way, coming unconscious on the ground, it is said that Prabhanjan now became very sad. And all the deities now began to wonder what is going to take place now. So Prabhanjan went to Shivji and told, this is what has happened. So Shivji tells Prabhanjan, now you have a chance to take your revenge. Stop the wind from blowing. And when you stop the wind from blowing, everybody will be restless. They will start to fan. Their body will start to swell. They will start to call upon the deities for help. And the deities now will have to find an answer. And without this child coming to consciousness, no answer will come. So you stop the wind from blowing. Prabhanjan did as Shivji instructed. And so, in doing like that, it is said, everybody started to beg for help in every direction. No formal help was there. They began to call to the deities. The deities got together and they went to Brahmaji and they began to pray. Prabhuji tum bin kavan sahai, Prabhuji tum bin kavan sahai, Prabhuji tum bin kavan sahai, Jagat Pita ka Swami tum hi ho, Jagat Pita ka Swami tum hi ho, tum hi antaryami, tum hi अंतर्यामी प्रभु जी तुम बिन कौन सहारी प्रभु जी तुम बिन
कवन सहारी
प्रभु जी तुम बिन कवन सहारी दीन दयाल के सागर भगवन दीन दयाल के सागर भगवन तुम दीनों के हितकारी तुम दीनों के हितकारी ओ प्रभु जी तुम बिन कवन सहारी प्रभु जी तुम बिन
कवन सहारी
प्रभु जी तुम बिन कवन सहारी प्रभु जी तुम बिन
कवन सहारी
भक्तन का दुख दूर करत तुम भक्तन का दुख दूर करत तुम भक्तों के हितकारी आके हमको उबारी ओ प्रभु जी तुम बिन कवन सहारी प्रभु जी तुम बिन
कवन सहारी
प्रभु जी तुम बिन कवन सहारी ओ प्रभु जी तुम बिन
कवन सहारी
बोलो श्री विष्णु भगवान की जय ब्रह्मा देवता की जय शिव भगवान की जय So भैया in this way now it is said that they made prayer to the form of Bhagavan Brahmaji. Brahmaji now on hearing the praises made, he said, Prabhanjan and all the devatas, you have come to me, but you know who is the one that can be able to help us? We have to go by Shiv Baba and beg him. And when we ask for his blessings, then this child could come to consciousness. But before Hanumanji went unconscious, what he did was in trying to throw the birds at him simultaneously, he grabbed the energy of the sun within him. So the whole place had gotten dark. And now, this being the situation, all the devatas made their prayer to Brahmaji. Brahmaji now said, let us go to Kailash Pati, Shiv Baba. He will take care of the troubles. So they went and they started to pray to Shivji. Shivji now, he said, but you are asking me to help you. Prabhanjan is the one who carried this beej and he gave it to Ma Anjani and you should ask his pardon. So now all the devatas came and started to beg Prabhanjan. Prabhanjan said, all I want is that this child should come to consciousness because he is the avatar of Shivji. And if you have put a spell like this upon the avatar of Shiv Bhagwan, what do you expect? How are you going to get the help that is required when the people of the age of Treta, they are all praying and asking for the help that Ravan is there and he is creating great amount of havoc. He needs to be removed. And if you have done this to stop this before we could be able to do anything, how have you come for the purpose of helping? So now they began to beg now, and Shiv Baba, on reaching near to this child, the child came to his consciousness and they begged him. He released the energy of the sun and the place again became bright. The wind also started to blow and make the place very nice and cool. So when this was the situation, all the devatas now decided that we must do something very, very meaningful. That is, we must bless this child because this child is an avatar of Shiv Bhagwan. And so they all blessed the child. And how did they do this blessing? यह देखकर इंद्र ने विष्णु हमारी हम सब बातें को सहमत हुए, तब हम सब देवताओं उन्होंने के साथ लेकर शिव जी के समीप जाकर पहुँचे। शिव जी ही कृपा दृष्टि पाते ही वह बालक चैतन्य हो गया। So when Shiv Bhagwan, the moment he reached there, the child came to consciousness. ब्रह्मा जी ने कहा कि हे नारद, सर्वप्रथम विष्णु जी ने पवन देवता की ओर देखते ही यह वर दिया। So first of all, it is said, Vishnu Bhagwan looking towards the direction of Pawan Devata, this is the blessing that he gave, कि तुम्हारा पुत्र अत्यंत शक्तिशाली होकर इंद्र आदि की संपूर्ण देवता का कार्य को करेगा। And what does the Hanuman Chalisa say? Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram और देवता चित न धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम संकट हरे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। बोलो श्री विष्णु भगवान की जय। So it says, Hanuman will do the works of all the devatas put together. There is no need to think of any other form. Aur devata chitta na dharahi. Do not worry to think of any other form. Hanuman will do the works of all the devatas. And so, Taduprant, Brahma ji is saying, मैंने हे प्रभंजन यह तीनों लोकों को निर्भयता होगा तथा सबके दंड से बचा रहेगा। So he will save everyone from any form of punishment, those who will meditate on him. फिर सूर्यदेव ने कहा, हे सूर्य नारायण is saying, हे वायु तुम्हारे पुत्र के शरीर पर भविष्य का वज्र भी अपना कोई प्रभाव नहीं दिख सकता। So there is no marks on his body because of the vajra. Even though the vajra had struck at him, yet still there is no marks on his body. हमारा वज्र लगते ही कारण इसके हनु अर्थात चोट लगी है। So the vajra touched on the lip and therefore his name shall be Astu. इसका नाम हनुमान होगा. And so Surya Narayan Bhagavan was the one who gave him the name as Hanuman. इसी देवता ने कहा, सभी देवता ने कहा, इससे हमारे शस्त्र से कोई भी भय नहीं होगा. And the other devatas said, from our weapons too, he will have no form of fear. We are actually going to support. हे नारद, इस प्रकार जब सब देवताओं ने उससे वरदान दिया, in this manner when all the devatas give वरदान to Sri Hanuman जी, उस समय ऋषि मुनियों ने आशीर्वाद देते हुए कहा कि हे पवन, तुम्हारा पुत्र भयभीत होगा, he will be free from all fears. Ram Doot ke naam se prasiddh hoga. He will be known to be the one who is known as the great agent of Sri Ram. Sab se dukh ko dur karega. And he will remove the troubles of everyone. मुनियों के ऐसा वचन को सुनकर विष्णु ने, मैंने तथा अन्य सब लोगों ने हनुमान का अपने हृदय से लगा लिया. And so all the devotees embraced Hanuman to their bosom. All the devotees blessed him in this manner. तथा उस समय शिव जी ने सब लोगों को संबोधित करते हुए कहा कि हे देवताओं तथा ऋषियों, रामचंद्र जी का कार्य करने के लिए हमने यह बानर का अवतार लिया है. I have taken this avatar, Shivji is telling, I have taken this copy form of avatar in order to perform the works of Sri Ramchandra ji. Shivji पवन से बोले कि हे वायु, हम तुम्हारे पुत्र की हर समय रक्षा करेगी. I shall always protect your child. इतना कहकर शिव जी तथा अन्य सब देवता ने वहां से अटन ध्यान हो गए. So then Shiv ji, together with all the devatas, they went back to their respective places. Prabhanjan now, who is known to be the sole agent of Pavan Devata, the brother of Indra, he took this child and carried now to Ma Anjani and gave this child to Ma Anjani and told that, Ma, this is what I had told you, that this child is the avatar of Shivji. All this has transpired. Now I have brought this child to you. Take care of him, and he will bring great in your life and make your name shine. The child itself, being a grace of God, is the flag to the family. In the form of the daughter, she is like that which will help you to gain the rewards and the benefit of all the dhan that is there. Why? Because it says, Jin kanya dhan ko dhan diyo, tin aur ke dhan diyo na diyo. Whether you give again or did not give, once you have done kanya dhan, all the dhan is placed together in that. Once you have given your daughter by hand in marriage to a worthy person, that in itself is the reward of all the benefits. Because she will be the mother to the generation which she has gone into. She will culture them, and if the mother in the family or the person who is going to be the mother in the family has all the nobility and all the good qualities and all the nice things, that is going to culture the children and make them into the special personality that they are going to be, you can know that family will flourish. If the mother fails, the father has a hard time, and that family also fails. So, those of you who are daughters and who are also going to be mothers in the family, you have a great responsibility. You know, people look for equality, but they don't understand everything works in ratio and proportion. Take an engine, for example. You have gasoline, but if you put the same amount of air as the amount of gasoline that you have, it ain't gonna work, bhaiya. It has to be in a ratio and proportion. Because that little bit of air has so much of power in it, it could cause trouble if you put too much. So it's a ratio and proportion. And in the same way, the daughters, the ma, the sisters, the granddaughters, all of you, you have a power in you. Don't go to put maximum, you'll turn over the world. You have a great power. You are the motivating force behind the male entity. You can take them to the highest point, you could throw them to the lowest ditch. This is the kind of power you have. Don't abuse it. Otherwise, everything will collapse. You too will be unhappy. So therefore, cherish the power that you have. Use it wisely, use it intelligently, and make use of it, because that is your family. You are the motivating power, the energy. You are like this, the mother, like earth, doesn't stop taking care. Always take care of all her children. That is a ma. It is something that we all have to understand. And that's why, as the male entity, if you disrespect the female entity, you are making the worst mistake in your life, bhaiya. Because Raja Manu says, in any country, in any place, wherever, or in any home too, wherever the female, that is the mother, the daughter, the sister, the wife, they are disrespected, that home will not flourish. It could only flourish where that lady of the house, with the nobility, is respected and given the honor and the regard, because she is the mother to the family. She is nurturing, and the way in which she will work, nobody works like that. She is a very special personality. Therefore, do not ever disrespect Ma, your daughter, your wife, your sister. Those are very special people in your life. So take care of them. They are going to help your garden to be beautiful, and they will make your family blossom with fragrance of good qualities. So the daughters, the sisters, the mothers, remember, you have a special role and a great, great role to bring all the blessings of fragrance and good things in life. So with that, here it is. Prabhanjan brought this child, gave to Ma Anjani. Ma Anjani took care of this child. But this child now played together with everybody. The deities, he used to go by the deities and play. He used to go by Surya Narayan and play with the children of Surya Narayan. Sometimes he will go in the Ganga and he will whip his tail high and sprinkle on everybody. Usually little children do these kind of things, they splash up water on everybody. So one day he went in the ashram of the rishis and the munis. And when he went in the ashram of the rishis and the munis, he saw one fellow standing. He was doing a headstand, so he was standing on the head. One was on one foot, next one was in the lotus position. So he looking on to see what is taking place. And he find nobody is paying attention, so the fellow who was on the one foot, he turned him over on the head. The next one that was on the head, he turned him over. Still nobody paying any attention. So then he get a little hyper, and you carry a few trees and turn it over there. So one of the rishis who was green in his penance, he became angry. And the quality of anger is like this, bhaiya. The Guru at a certain time asked the children, tell me what is darker than Kajar? What has more heat than fire? And what is more subtle than water? So everybody were giving their answers, but they're thinking the air, something in is water, but it's more subtle than water. So it's only air. So the Guru said, son, that which is darker than Kajar, that which is more subtle than air, is knowledge. It could penetrate the senses. It shakes off the dust from the mirror of the mind and helps you to have good perception. So knowledge, Gyan, has that power to shake out the dust from the mind and help you to have good perception. Then, what is heavier than the earth and darker than Kajar? And what has more heat than fire? If a house burned down, you could reconstruct that. But when we take our temper and our anger and our knowledge and we do ugly things in this world, you think we could correct that, Bhaiya? That is worse than fire. Because you could destroy all the good things. You do everything nice. Become a good professor and everything. And under anger, you spill the bean by doing something so ugly because of your anger. You take the knowledge too to make trouble. So, by taking anger and with the ego combined and putting it outward, it has more heat than fire. Because that takes a long time to reconstruct now when you do with anger. So it has to be under control. And there's a solution for it, If you listen to one of the program I did on Sankhya TV on Trayodasi Brat, fasting on a Tuesday and praying to Shiv Baba, that helps to control the anger. So you have that which is heavier than the earth, the sins that we commit in our life, which cannot be erased from our life, that is heavier than the earth. Last night, Katha, the sin of killing the Brahman, that is what Somakant did. He killed a Brahmin. That sin came in the form of a dark person in him. And that sin was like a weight in his mind because it remained in him and did not leave him until he got the help from the Brahman who was Bhrigu Muni, that he threw the water. And when this came out from his body, then it was that he started to recover himself. Because that went into the mango tree and burnt to ashes together with the mango tree. And so, this is how it is telling that that sin is heavier than the earth itself. And so you have what is heavier than the earth, what is darker than Kajar. So, those marks that you carry, you could erase Kajar from your eye, but you can't erase those marks that you have committed like that in life. So that's where it is darker than Kajar. It remains heavy. It's that blood that comes in your name for a long, long time. So here it is, Ma Anjani took care of this child and anger came into the Brahman and he gave shrap to Hanumanji. That you little boy, you have so much of energy and you behaving like this, all right? From now on you will not be able to know about the energy that you have. So you will not be able to take it and abuse it. So when this happened, an atmospheric voice came saying that, what have you done? You have given shrap like this to this child. Why did you do such a thing? So then the Rishi now got together and they had the power to change their words. So the words were now, until you do not meet with Sri Ram, you will not be able to use this power that you have. So when was that possible? When he met with Sri Ram, he did not even know that he had the power. But he did happen to meet with Sri Ram. And the time when he met with Sri Ram, he went in disguise because Shugriv told him, look, there are two young persons coming there. Go and see who they are. If they are from the deities, or who they are, or if they are spies of Bali, because Shugriv was afraid that Bali had spies on to come to defeat him. They were two brothers, and they were at loggerheads with each other. So there is where Hanumanji went in disguise like a young Brahmin boy and saw Sri Ram, and he is asking, "Tell me, who are you?" So when he said, "I am Ram, and this is my brother Lakshman." And when he heard the name Ram, imagine it started to echo in his mind. Ram, 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 like that, it started to echo in his mind. And then he recollected that this is the one that I have come to assist. And so he revealed himself in his true form. Only then Sri Ramchandra embraced him to his bosom. And in this way he embraced him, and they introduced one another to Sugriv. They built a treaty there in which they walk around the fire. Lakshman lit the fire, and they walk around the fire and took the vow that they will help each other. Just like in a wedding, in puja, you walk around the fire, you make your vow. In the wedding, in the same way, they walk around the fire. When you have a construction of a house to be done, in the same way, in the presence of the fire, the builder holds the gift, the householder who wants the house to be constructed, he gives the gift to the builder. That is the first gift that is given there. And he gives to the builder, and they make an agreement with each other that I promise that I'm asking you for your promise to cooperate with me so that I will have a home to reside and you will be able to complete this building. And so they make that agreement in the presence of the fire with the blessings of the Baba. So this is how it's being done. And now it is said that all this happened. They decided to send this child to Gurukul. And in sending him to Gurukul, it is said that they had to decide who will be the Guru. So all the devatas decided, well, Surya Narayan is Vedamarg. And if he has to come to assist Sri Ram, Surya Dev has to be the one who will teach the lessons. Because Surya Dharma is Veda Dharma. And he has to master that. And he was already advancing towards Veda Dharma when Shani Dev came to interfere with him or to stop him. And Indra Devata tried to stop him because Indra thought he was the head in Vedamarg. So he tried to stop him with the budge. But Hanuman was an avatar of Shivji, he who knew everything already. But only because the principle has to be done, that the child must go to school and become qualified and educated through the Guru. This is what transpired. So he went to the Guru and he began to take the learning. And so the blessings was, Om Namo Hanumate Tubhyam Namo Maruta Sutave Namah Shri Rama Bhaktaya Shamalankaya Te Namah. Jai Jai Ram Jai Shri Ram, Do Akshar Ka Pyara Nam. Jai Jai Ram
Jai Shri Ram, Do Akshar Ka Pyara Naam.
Namo Banar Biraya Shugriva Sankhya Karine Sita Shoka Vinashaya Ramadutaya Tena Chao. Jai Jai Ram Jai Shri Ram, Do Akshar Ka Pyara Naam. Jai Jai Ram
Jai Shri Ram, Do Akshar Ka Pyara Naam.
Ravananta Kulacheda Karinete Namo Namah. Neganatham Kadvansa Karinete Namo Namah. Jai Jai Ram
Jai Shri Ram, Do Akshar Ka Pyara Naam. Jai Jai Ram Jai Shri Ram, Do Akshar Ka Pyara Naam.
Vayu Puttaya Viraya Akashu Gargamine वायुपुत्राय वीराय आकाशोदरगामिने वनपाल शिरच्छेद लंका प्रसाद भंजिने। ओ जय जय राम
जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम। जय जय राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम।
जय जय राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम। जय जय राम
जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम।
जलकनक वर्णाय दीर्घलंगुरधारिणे जलकनक वर्णाय दीर्घलंगुरधारिणे सौमित्र जयदात्री च रामदूताय ते नमः। जय जय राम
जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम। जय जय राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम।
अक्षय बदकर्णे च ब्रह्म पाश निवारिणे लक्ष्मणंगी महाशक्ति घातक शत विनाशिने। ओ जय जय राम
जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम। जय जय राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम।
रक्षोधनाय रिपुधनाय भूतदनाय च ते नमः। रक्षोधनाय रिपुधनाय भूतदनाय च ते नमः। वानर वीरैक प्राणदाय नमो नमः।
जय जय राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम। जय जय राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम।
परसैन्य बलधनाय शस्त्राशस्त्रादय ते नमः। विशदनाय त्रिशदनाय जलदनाय च ते नमः। ओ
जय जय राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम। जय जय राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम।
महाभय रिपुधनाय भक्ताचानककारिणे पर प्रेरित मंत्राणां यंत्राणां संभकारिणे। ओ
जय जय राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम। जय जय राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम।
वय पाषाण तरण कारणाय नमो नमः। पर पय पाषाण तरण कारणाय नमो नमः। बालकमंडलट्टानकारिणे भयहारिणे।
जय जय राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम। जय जय राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम।
नखायुद्धाय भौमाय दन्तयुद्धधराय च विपुमाया विनाशाय रामलोककारिणे। ओ जय जय राम
जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम। जय जय राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम।
जय जय राम जय श्री राम,
दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम।
प्रतिग्राम स्थितायाथ रक्षो दूरत्कारिणे कारणत्ते शैलज्जा दुष्टकारकारिणे। ओ जय जय राम जय श्री राम,
दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम। जय जय राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम।
बालकय ब्रह्मचर्याय रुद्रमुद्राय च दक्षिणाशा भास्कराय सतचंद्रोदयात्मने। ओ
जय जय राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम। जय जय राम जय श्री राम, दो अक्षर का प्यारा नाम।
बोलो श्री हनुमान स्वामी की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय। So here now he went to Suryadev Bhagavan. Going to Surya Narayan Swami, in no time he learnt everything. After Suryadev Bhagavan said, Hanuman, I have taught you all that I had to teach to you now. You must go back. He said, Guru, I have to give you Guru Dakshina. Because if I do not do this, then I will be defiling what a chela is supposed to do. He said, but Hanuman, you are the avatar of Shivji. He said, Maharaj, I have come to perform a role. That role which I have come for performing, I must fulfill that. I do not want to do it halfway. Otherwise, this will cause those who will come as the Chelha not to understand that there is a duty towards the Guru. So anything you ask from me, with your blessings, Guru, remember, it is with your blessings I'll be able to do it. So Suryadev Bhagavan said, Hanuman, when a father and a son is in trouble, there is a disagreement between father and son. It takes a real great personality to bridge the gap between these people. Because it's two of the same kind of powerful energy that is pulling against each other. And that is the worst situation to be in, because your child, who is the flower in your garden, you do not want it to be rooted out and thrown out and be destroyed, because that is the flower in your garden. After you, they will have to blossom and continue the family. But some people don't understand that. So, Hanuman, I have a son, Sunny Dev, and Yam. But Sunny Dev is angry with me. He has gone away from the house. If you could unite a father and a son, it will be the greatest gift you could ever give to anybody. So Maharaj, this is what I'm asking. Hanuman bowed to his Guru. He said, Guruji, with your blessings I'll be able to do this. He saluted the Guru and he went, crossed the 6th gate, entered the 7th gate. Because to reach to Sunny Day, we have to reach into the 7th gate. So he crossed the 6th and entered the 7th. Sunny Devta did not ask a question, he just threw a ball of fire at Hanuman. Hanuman thought of his Guru, and a greater energy of fire went and enveloped this ball of fire that was coming to him. And the two energies now started to go after Sunny Devta. Any wise man who will understand, they will know that if you see your own energies are coming at you, be careful, draw back, calm down, and understand this is something you have to watch and be careful and treat with care, because you could spoil your whole garden. So Sunny Devta pulled back his energy. Hanuman smiled and pulled back the energy. So he went now, Sunny Devta went to bow to Hanuman. He said, no, Guru Bhai, Shati se milao, embrace me. You are my Guru Bhai. I cannot allow you to touch my feet. So they embrace each other. Ram is seated in the heart of Hanuman. When Ram touched him, all the ghavan gone. He said, brother, Father is waiting for us. Let us go. So Hanuman was coming and Sunny Devta came. Imagine Surya Narayan saw Hanuman and Sunny Devta is coming. Tears began to flow from his eyes. And he blessed Hanuman that what you have given to me today, Hanuman, is a great, great blessing. You have united a father and a son. You yourself are the embodiment of peace. He who himself has known no peace, what peace could he to others bestow? If a person never try to have peace within themselves, they will not be able to make peace with other people by yet. So you have brought that good relation with us today. As father and son, you have united us together. Wherever you may go, Hanuman, you'll see good, and you'll be able to bring unity and peace and bless everyone around you. But those who destroy the home, those who are responsible for destroying the home, they will go to the dungeon of Naraka. You have been able to bring that understanding not only to myself and my son, but this is a lesson for the world. It is a lesson to unite people together instead of splitting them up. It is a lesson to bring people to understand the importance of their purpose in this world, because the fakir says, He nath ab to aisi kripa ho, jivan nirartak jane na pai. Let it be as such that our coming to this world, the purpose, it will be purposeful, it will be meaningful, it will be worth something. Because when it's worth something meaningful, it has a story, a great thing behind it. And it will bring fragrance into your life and to the life of everyone who will read about it or learn about it or hear about it. This is the greatness of the scriptures. We have these kind of jewels in it. Sanatana Dharma has these kind of jewels. If we search for them and look for them and apply it, these are the kind of jewels when we wear, we are going to look with radiance and will be accepted in the audience of the deities and will be able to reach to the abode instead of suffering in the dungeon of Naraka and facing with difficulties and problems from time to time. So Hanumanji was not a darpok. He was not a coward. He was a strong person in his mind, in his spirit, and in his dedication. So this is how we have to understand. You worship Hanumanji, you want to become with the qualities like Hanumanji, that is what will make you the true devotee. God bless you, and thank you for being here. Thank you to the TV station, Sankhya Television, and the team that has come, and the great team that has worked to make this place so beautiful, so that we could all be able to sit comfortably and listen to Katha of Bhagavan. God bless you.
प्रेम से बोलो श्री पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, श्री उमापति महादेव की जय. At this point in time, my dear devotees, I'd like to humbly ask each and every one of you all, let us all please stand as we all join together now in the final arati. Om Sajam Chavarti Sanyukatam Varnayujitam Mayadipam Gyanadevesha Trailokit Nirapariyo. Jaya Shiva Omkara, Hara Shiva Omkara, Jaya Shiva Omkara, Hara Shiva Omkara, Jaya Shiva Omkara, Hara Shiva Omkara, Jaya Shiva Omkara, Hara Shiva Omkara. Vishnu Sada Shiva Yardhangi Dara, Amma Vishnu Sada Shiva Yardhangi Dara, Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva Yardhangi Dara, Jaya Shiva Om Dara, Hara Shiva Om Dara. भुज चार चतुर भुज दश भुज यति सोहे चतुर भुज दस भुज यति सोहे तीनों रूप निरखता त्रिभुवन वन जोहे जय शिव योगारा हर शिव योगारा
हरे शिवकारा
अक्षमाल वनमाला मुंद्रमाला धारे अक्षमाल वनमाला मुंद्रमाला धारे चंदन मृगमद सोहे भोले शशिधारे जय शिव योगारा हर शिव योगारा मध्ये चक्रमंडलो चक्र त्रिशूल धारे हृदये मध्य कमंडल चक्र त्रिशूल धारे सुख करता दुख हारता जग पालन करता जय शिव योगारा हर शिव योगारा विष्णु सदाशिव जानतय विवेका ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदाशिव जानतय विवेका प्रणवक्षर के मध्य ये तीनों एका जय शिव योगारा हर शिव योगारा स्वामी जी की आरती जो कोई नर गावे गुण स्वामी जी की आरती जो कोई नर गावे कहत शिवानंद स्वामी वांछित फल पावे जय शिव योगारा
We want to say thanks to all of you, Bhaiya, for coming, being here, and all the wonderful Babas that have come to grace us with their presence too, together with their family also. God bless us, all of you. May you be protected always by the grace of Sri Hanumanji. We pray and ask for blessings for the entire universe, that Bhagavan shower your grace and mercy wherever a broadcast is being heard, wherever devotion is being practiced. May your grace and blessings always be there, and may you kindle the light of good reason and understanding in our minds, that we may be able to think well and reveal thee in all our actions. We bow to you, Bhagavan. Be pleased with our prayer. Om Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Om Sato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. बोलो श्री गजानंद स्वामी की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, सनातन धर्म की जय। सबको सीताराम भैया, आप लोग अपना आसन लीजिए. Please have your seats. Aarti and Prasad will be served to you. And Baba. So thank you again for your presence. Meals are prepared for you all. Partake of and have safe journey towards your respective homes. God bless you all tremendously for the efforts that you have put to reach here and to be able to partake and participate in our satsang. God bless. Sitaram.
Shambhu, 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 Shiva Mahadeva, Shambhu, Shambhu.
Shambhu, 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 Shiva Mahadeva, Shambhu, 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 Shiva Mahadeva. Avantikaya, Pitavatara, Mukti Pranaya, Jasa Jananam.
Sitaram and Namaste. Pandit Neil Maharaj and Pandit Vishnu Maharaj cordially invite you and your family to Makar Sankranti on Saturday 14th January 2023 from 9 a.m. at Station Beach in La Brea. All Brahmins and Kirtan groups are specially invited. For more information, contact 317-8900. A live stream will be broadcast on Sankhya television. Jai Sitaram.